Welcome to Elastic Attitude, expanding your potential. Hey, look, I'm so excited that you've joined us on the other side, and we've got a fantastic program here where we just want to give you an insight today, an insight into a few steps. In fact, over the next 5 days, you're going to receive a short video training just to give you a little bit of uplift, just to give you an area of focus so you can go from where you are to where you want to be. You see, you will never know your limits until you push yourself to them and beyond them. It's essential to understand and grasp this concept that yes, you can. You see, I believe we all have the ability to stretch. And actually, if you take a moment and consider your life to date, at some point in your life, you've exceeded your own expectations. You've travelled further than you believed possible. You've stretched yourself to achieve something that has value to you back then and still to this day. Do you know there's a common little activity? And if I asked you all now to reach for the sky as high as you possibly can, reach right for the sky, your arms held up high, pushing as high as you can. And then if I ask you right now just to stretch that little bit more, every one of you, should you have followed that little exercise, would find that you have the capability and the ability to always stretch. And it is about pushing ourselves. It's about pushing ourselves to the next level. Human nature dictates the fact that we work to deadlines. And we always achieve things in the final third, the final mile. When the finish line is in sight, we push. Well, I want you to have that philosophy of push, and an acronym that I want to share with you today is to persevere until success happens. You see, you have the ability to stretch, and really what I want to do is shape your mindset today to give you the power, the focus, and the knowledge and the belief that you can persevere, you can stretch yourself until success happens, because history states that you've done it before so that you can do it again. The challenge for us is to become uncomfortable. How we change is how we succeed. And what we'll find is actually everything that we love, everything that we desire is more often than not outside of our comfort zone. And it's very easy to be comfortable. It's very easy to be safe, to be in an environment where we feel okay, where we feel safe, where we're happy with what we have. And that's fantastic, and you should be grateful. You should have gratitude for everything positive, everything great in your life today. But let me tell you, it's okay to want more. It's okay to have desires. It's okay to want to achieve things, to want to share things, and want to feel new experiences. And more often than not, everything you crave is on the other edge of your comfort zone. The life of your dreams, the life of abundance, the life that you would like to dream and like to achieve and like to share is outside of your comfort zone. And I know in my heart that you stretch out of your comfort zone before. And this is what I mean earlier. At some point in your life, at some point in your history, you have stretched in order to succeed. And it may have been stepping out of your comfort zone to go and ask your partner on the first date, maybe ask them for a drink, ask to take them out for a meal. It may have been where you achieved something of magnitude in the form of a business achievement, where you achieved sales you've never achieved before. You qualified for recognition you've never had before. And to do so, you had to become uncomfortable. But what's interesting is when you do the thing, you gain the power. And your comfort zone is ever increasing or always decreasing. My challenge to you, my mindset point of focus for you is to believe that you can, to believe that you already do. You see, many people talk about how You're unable to do this. You can't achieve that. You can't run a 4-minute mile. You'll never be as good as them other people. People don't like us, don't live in houses like that. We're in a world, a society of can'ts and no's and don'ts and won'ts. But let me tell you, more often than not, you already do. The challenge for us, the mindset point of focus, is to believe that actually we have the ability to stretch. We have the ability to grow beyond our comfort zone. We have the ability to expand our potential through our elastic attitude. The key for us is to learn to be consistent. Learn to be consistent. Because if we can develop an attitude of consistency, of focus, of activity in the days, doing the things we really know we want to do, consistently, just stepping out of your comfort zone, just that little bit, because that is the area in which you grow. So a few things I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on creating a do or die deadline. You see, this little video is about stretching yourself. It's about persevering till success happens. But you have to have a reason why. You know, I'm flying to Spain tomorrow. And what's interesting is everything that needs to be done will be done tomorrow. You know, the packing, the passports, the checking in, the making sure I've got the euros. Do you know, as human beings, we live to do or die deadlines. You see, if I am unavailable to push myself to be ready for the flight tomorrow, I miss the flight. It's a do or die deadline. I either get my act together or I miss the plane. And this is what I mean. If you can create do or die deadlines to your day, to your ambitions, you've got something to push to. And when you've got something to push to, you will find opportunities. You will find them extra gears. You'll find them ability to stretch, to find energy and focus and ability that you never believed possible. Because it all lies within the final third, the push to a do or die deadline. And then commit to stay on task. Commit to be consistent. Commit to persevere regardless of opposition, obstacle, or previous failure. And then the challenge, and this is a great way to be accountable, to find a mentor, somebody that you respect, somebody that you look up to, somebody who's trodden the path before you, somebody that is where you want to be, and somebody that will be accountable for you, enabling you to be challenged by them, for them to give you points of focus, because they have this trust and this belief in you to stay on task and to push to your do or die deadlines. I hope you've enjoyed this little insightful philosophy of expanding your potential. Remember, if anyone ever says you can't, you already do.